Hi, I'm Steve Snyder, and I am an attorney in the United States. I am the leader of the largest organization of attorneys that do fertility law. So I have a very broad and deep understanding of the legal issues that you will face and can guide you through those. I also operate an agency that recruits and matches egg donors and surrogates with prospective intended parents from all over the world. The agency itself was started in the early 1980s, so it's almost 30 years old. I'm the third director that it's had, and it is one of the most experienced agencies in the United States. That's what I do. That is not who I am. When you want someone to join you in this process, you not only have to assess their technical knowledge and ability to advise you to help you make decisions, but you have to assess their personality and their character. And that's something that I can't tell you in 6 minutes, and it is something that's very important. You are going to invite an agency or a lawyer or a doctor to join in the most intimate event in your life. And you need to figure out whether you're compatible and how they will make that process feel for you. So, when you select an agency, the first issue that I know is important to many of you is cost. I've heard a number of times tonight that surrogacy costs $150,000 in the United States. It does, in some places, with some agencies. But it doesn't always. And if you select wisely, you can do surrogacy in the United States for under $100,000. You can do it for under $90,000. Depending on your circumstances and your choices, you can do it for less than $80,000. It's a matter of finding an agency that will educate you on where you can spend or save money so that you are empowered to make your program fit your budget, and at least if you're going to spend money, know why you're spending it and how you're spending it. An agency will help you pick a clinic, and different clinics have different cost structures. They will educate your surrogate as to the burden on you that it is financially and encourage the surrogates to use lower fees. They will understand the insurance issues, and the medical costs in the United States are very complicated, and you need someone to guide you through that process. So if you have an experienced agency that knows where the choices are to reduce costs, it can be an economically viable alternative for you. Do not close the door on the United States because of cost alone. Talk to somebody that understands the issues. The second thing that's important, other than cost, is, as I said, the approach of the agency. You can have an agency or an attorney or a doctor that's very technically experienced and successful, but when you talk to them, they don't seem to understand what you're saying. And when you hear them talk, they don't make any sense. So you also have to find someone who understands that this is not a business arrangement. And if it makes it feel like business to talk to them, you're with the wrong people. You need to have someone that has a heart, that understands that this is family building, and that feels much more like a family friend joining you in this intimate process than a business manager. So when you talk to all of these professionals, keep those things in mind. It is very important. I have not undergone fertility treatment with my spouse to have children, but I'm a father. So now, let me talk to you as a father to those who want to be fathers. Having a child will change your life, mostly in good ways, not always. It makes you a more involved person in your community. It makes you a better role model. It makes you more involved in your church and your schools. It changes your life. You can no longer get up and say, let's go out for dinner, without packing up children's toys for an hour. So there are good things and there are bad things. But I became a father, and the two best things I've done are raise my two children. I like show and tell. How many people know what show and tell is? A few? All right. You're all hoping for a little baby to cuddle in your arms. And 27 years after you're successful, you will have this. This is my daughter Keely, and she works with me in my agency. She is probably as knowledgeable, and she will tell you more knowledgeable than I am. But she is wonderful to work with, and she is my guiding light, and often she actually lets me make a decision or two. So I have a couple of minutes left, and I would like her to actually say hello. I don't? Do I have 30 seconds? All right, 30 seconds, Keely.
Well, the only thing I want to say is that all of you have different questions and you have different issues as you're facing this process. And so we want to speak with anyone that wants to speak with us one-on-one. I feel like that's really the best venue to give information. So please come see us. If we can't meet here, we can set up a Skype or a phone call, and we'd be happy to talk to you. Information is free, and we just want you guys to make the best choice for you, okay?